Welcome to the Mystic Bohemian. This reading is for Scorpio men. I thought it was for single Scorpio men, but it seems that as I put the cards down, I was told there are a few men who are technically not single, but are about to be. Okay, that does not sound auspicious. The three oracle cards are about, nurturing, gaining a new perspective. There are always three sides to every story, both parties, and somewhere in between lies the truth. And choices, risks, and consequences. Laurel says this is a mixed bag. Some of you who are about to be single have a great deal of concern over a child, and the message for you is that you do the best that you can. You give them all the tools that you are able to be good, kind, compassionate human beings. And there comes a point where you have to take your hands off. And as a parent, I can tell you sometimes they fall, and you hold your breath and hope they're going to be okay. And they are always okay. So be there, but it's time to take your hands off and don't worry. Some of you are bickering with someone. For those who are about to be single, it's with your mate. Others of you are caught up in a disagreement that seems to have your life stymied at this point because you refuse to see the situation from the other person's perspective. So this mask is worn by both people. There's your opinion, there's their opinion, and then if you put the mask on with one eye from each person, you then find the middle ground. And that's what you need to be finding, the middle ground. Some of you have made choices and are not really happy with the consequences. Some of them are your own fault because of the choices you made. Some of you feel you made the correct choice and the outcome was not what you hoped for. And it's very difficult for a Scorpio because we like to control everything so that we know what the outcome is. But when other humans are involved, you cannot control everything because you cannot control them. Well, at least you shouldn't. Though it's very hard for us to keep our hands off, I understand that. So, consequences, choices, and risks. Everybody's got a bunch of them today. Okay, guys. Y'all figure out which one of those work for you. This is a pyramid spread. At the top of the pyramid, we have the Four of Swords and the Seven of Wands. We're going to get some clarifiers for these. The Four of Wands is sometimes doing mental battle with something, defending yourself against what you feel is unjust or inappropriate action. The Four of Swords is a retreat or coming out of a retreat. Scorpios like to take themselves into their cave and think things through. My sister's always told me, the worst thing you do is when you take yourself away. Yes, we do that. Okay. All right. This is about losing your stability. The anchor is what keeps the ship from floating away. It's about a stability and a stable future, and yours is at a crossroads. Some of you want to retreat from this battle right here, confrontation, if you will, but I don't think that's what you're supposed to be doing. There's a storm brewing, and you probably need to face that storm. If you hide, if you keep your head in the sand like an ostrich, if you retreat, which was what that Four of Swords is, it will not go well. There are 5 planets in retrograde at the moment. They're not actually going backwards. They simply slow in their orbit so that they appear to be going backwards. It's a time to review all those areas of your life. And some things are lost during this retrograde. Saturn and Pluto are great cleaners of house. Saturn will remove what is not appropriate for the life goals you chose. And Pluto just blows it up if you don't let it go. Now, if you take that good look at everything, clean out what you don't need in your life, especially since Pluto is there in Capricorn. Capricorn likes things neat, organized, traditional, orderly. Clean out what's messy. The star is offered. There is success at the end of it. You will be satisfied with the outcome of things. But you're going to need to face that situation, whichever that situation is. And she said it is a very different situation for different Scorpio men. For some of you, it is the end of a relationship or the decision whether or not to end the relationship. The next 2 cards down are the Maidens of Swords and the Three of Swords. So we're definitely going to get some clarifiers on that. Right off, she's telling me the Maiden of Swords is someone who tells you that you're being cheated on. For some of you, not all of you. She said there's a few of you that cheated with the Queen of Swords, and there's talk about it. For those of you who did not do the cheating, again, the anchor is here for you. There is stability for your future. That fish literally means you have plenty to eat. Your larders are full. You're financially okay. And this woman is a confidant. But I can tell you from looking ahead, she's down here at the bottom as the full-on queen with the wish card. Some of you are simply recuperating from having your heart broken. It was a difficult breakup. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't kind. And you're still suffering from it. And that, for those of you who are doing that, that's what that Four of Swords is. You retreated into yourself the way we Scorpios do, telling everyone, oh, I'm fine. My favorite line is, oh, I knew it was coming. I'm sure a few of you have used that. But knowing it was coming and feeling it was coming is not the same as experiencing it. So it's time, once again, for those of you who are single men who are still suffering from that heartbreak. You're at your crossroads. It's time to stand up, be a big cowboy now. Put that behind you. Anchor your future, deal with your emotional loss, get through the clouds. The star is there. There are good things yet to come, but you're going to have to get rid of that. this the Maidens of Swords can represent the Queen, as in she's already been used somewhere else in the deck, or they can actually be young women who are fire signs. Sagittarius, a Leo, an Aries. But she's a good counsel. She's a good friend, she's a good listener, and she helps you through this situation into calmer waters. She helps you leave the swords behind and move forward with your future. For some of you, she could be a sister or a friend who is like a sister. But she's there to help you make those choices. Then we have the Three of Pentacles. And which deck are they giving me? Give me a deck. Okay, the Three of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. The Ten of Swords. Okay, that card must be important. We got a bell on it. You need to pay attention to business. You've let your business slide for some of you, either because you were involved in a third-party relationship over there and cheating, or some of you are still recuperating, but you've let business slide. And you really need to get back to taking care of business. You also need to get back to socializing. That Knight, what is that Knight up to? For some of you, it was a karmic situation. Getting your heart broken is something you brought through from a past lifetime. And the best one can say about that is, I guess you've learned not to do that to someone else. And you can check that off your karmic to-do list. It's done. That page is bringing a new news of... Sorry, she's talking very fast and I'm trying to hear what she's saying. That page is bringing news of... Yes, Laurel. Just throw the cards on the floor, why don't you? The need for you to get your ass out of sad and into... What she said was, get off the fucking pity pot and start being a big guy again. She's still in a tough mood. She was in a pretty tough mood yesterday. Okay. When she was alive, we used to call her the little mafioso. I guess she's in that mood today. You've got friends around you to help you do this. The Knight of Swords is younger than you, probably. He's energetic. He wants to get you out. He wants to get you to the clubs. He wants you to get you dating. He's got, for some of you, he's got somebody he wants you to have a date with, come along with on a double date. The King of Cups is here. He's a water sign, a Pisces, another Scorpio, a Cancer. And he, thrown all the cards on the deck wrong. For some of you, it is you. That king is you. But for some of you, it's another water sign who's probably your age or a little bit older. And he's also a good sounding board on how to get over having your heart broken. Either way, whether it's another person or yourself, the message is the same. You need to walk away from the past. The Eight of Cups is emotional loss, and it's time now to move forward. Yes, I know it feels like death. That is a catastrophic event. Okay, all my fans are blowing. They're going on and off by themselves. Sorry for that noise in the background. You're not really dead. Okay, some of you can stay and wallow if you want to. That's the pain, that's the upset, that's the fear. We've got the devil and death. There has to come a point where you put it down and walk. One foot in front of the other. We have all suffered heartache. We have all suffered loss. And you need to begin to live again. She said for at least one of you, the loss is in fact death. A death of someone you cared about. And she's given you the Two of Swords. It's time to make a choice to move forward. It's not moving on. I hate when people say, well, you have to move on. How do you move on from someone that you love that you've lost? It's not moving on. It's simply moving forward and holding them to you in another manner. The third row is what's going on underneath. And we have the Ten of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles on her head. Well, that's an earth sign woman. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. The Ten of Cups is a happy, emotionally fulfilling home where there's plenty of everything and love and joy, but she's not happy. She's on her head. She's at a crossroads. For some of you, that would represent the cheating mate or cheating girlfriend. Oh. Okay. The Pixie card says that she got a, well, this is a letter, but it could be any kind of, any kind of communication. These days, we don't really communicate in letters very often. But whatever it was, it's disturbed her. So if you were cheating on your girlfriend or your wife, she's finding out about it. She's at a crossroads and she's trying to decide if she's in or out of this once happy relationship, happy home. I would think that this is about people that are living with someone else. Oh, my stars. Can we have some fun, nice, happy reading here, Laurel? How about the guys who aren't cheating or aren't being cheated on and are just single and looking for somebody wonderful in their life? Can we have some cards from them? Oh, yes. There's a woman there. She's coming in. That's the card of a lot of people talking. Well, she's heard about you from other people, and she's probably very protective. Of her mate or a person she sees as being inappropriately abused, used. Someone's told her about you, and the gossip went along with it because this card is also gossip. And unfortunately, they shared. Oh, and she broke his heart, and he hasn't had a date since, or he's holding himself up and he's not talking to anybody. He's not coming to the parties. This one's a chatterbox. She's the friend of one of your male friends. And she's very protective of you. That's the chatterbox that's protective. She's telling this one. And I think that you should meet her. I think you meet her at a house party. Like a barbecue or a game night or something. If you get the invitation and you're feeling like, no, I'm just going to stay here in my Scorpio solitude because people irritate the shit out of me because I don't want to think about get off your ass and go to the party. Because there's a very interesting woman there for you to meet. And it's time. The clocks are there. I'd say it's time. Enough wallowing. Time to get up and move forward. There's a new beginning offered here, but you're going to have to pick that sword up. What comes with it is the Two of Cups. A new relationship being offered. Let's see what they have to say about that. But you are going to have to get up. And trust me, I know how hard it is to come out of the rabbit hole once you've been down there. I spent the last 4 years down there until recently. So I know it's very comfortable not feeling. For some of you, there's a road trip involved, a trip of some kind. Where you're going to meet this woman. So if you're supposed to travel to see a friend, someplace you have to bring a gift. Like a wedding or a birthday or an anniversary celebration of some kind. For some of you, you meet the woman there. I guess it could be a combo package, Laurel, where it's a barbecue birthday party. What? She doesn't want me to limit your view. So what she wants you to do is get off your ass, pick up that sword, cut the tethers to the unfortunate past, and expect to meet this woman. Oh, the Hierophant is here. He's such a pain in the ass. I know he's spirituality, but he's also rules and dogma and more rules and his way and structure and tradition. And while some of those things are good in moderation, he generally irritates me because I like to break all the rules. It's about finding a new direction. In this instance, he is about spirituality, and you need to reach out to your faith, whatever it is, and find the messages being given to you by spirit, whatever you call spirit, whether you call it God or the saints or, like me, my dead sister. Pick your spirit. There are messages being given to you. And it's time to turn and walk away. This is the Five of Cups. I mean, how many times you got to get turn and walk away, guys? It's abso-fucking-lutely time to turn and walk away. Those cups are spilled, and these 2 cups are still full. Stop looking at what you've lost and look at what you have around you. There are people around you who love you and care for you. There are overprotective wives or girlfriends of friends of yours who are just waiting to introduce you to lovely women. There are trips that have to be taken where you meet a lovely woman. But you're going to have to stop crying. Stop whining. There is an invitation, and take the invitation. Yes, there's a woman at it. I don't know how many. I mean, I could make this shit up, okay? How many decks am I using? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 decks of cards. And this broad just keeps coming up. There's a girlfriend for you. There's a new relationship for you. Time to move on. Come out of the rabbit hole and move forward with your life. The Emperor is here. And the Ten of Swords. And I'm sure he's going to tell you the same thing. The Emperor. For some of you, she said, it's time to start being the Emperor again. Oh, this is one of those multiplexes. Okay, Lo. For some of you, you are the Emperor. And you're a cheating pig. And you deserve the 10 of Swords. Stand up. You can't undo what you've done, but make it right. Oof, A little mad about that. Well, there really isn't any reason to cheat. You know, it used to be in the olden days, oh, it was love at first sight. It just overtook us, and, you know, you couldn't get home and say, we're done. Now all you have to do is send a text. We're done, it's over, I'm out, I found somebody else. Any one of those will do. Some of you are going to take quite a whipping for this. The ones of you who are the emperor, generally a man in control, a man who owns his own business, very strong ego. She said, just say the words. Okay, she said, a couple of you are an arrogant prick and you think you can do what you want to do and there are no consequences. Well, try to remember the cards at the beginning. The oracle cards. There are consequences and you're about to pay them. But that 10 of Swords in your back, and that is the broom and the whip. So, she said, get your checkbook out because you're going to pay for it. Now, does he have anything nice to say for other Scorpios who haven't been doing bad things? There is a couple of you that emperor is your father. And he's saying, it's time for you to, here's the card for you, just in case you thought I was lying, making shit up. I am, but it's good shit. It's time for you to start settling down. Get a home, get a wife. Come on, you're a big cowboy now. I want to see you settled before I die. One of them is actually saying that. I want to see you settled and happy before I die. And one more card for the bad guys. You're a snake. Okay, Laurel, that's enough. That's enough. The next two cards are, in fact, the Four of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. The Four of Wands is, it's stability for the future. One can think of those four wands as the four corners of a home. One that you're thinking of buying, one of you're thinking about building. It can also be the pagan marriage canopy. It can denote an engagement or marriage in your future. The Six of Pentacles is money coming your way. Quite often that money coming your way is not something you have to pay back. If you're looking to get a grant, it's there. If you're looking for a loan, it looks like it's forthcoming. There's you again. Okay, if you want to get a loan. Oh, she said for a couple of you, it's to buy a ring. You don't know it yet, but you're going to be buying a ring. Okay. Whatever you need that loan for, it looks like it's very auspicious. Funds will be made available to you to help you get what you want. Laurel, are you going to leave up on the cheaters? I guess not. And that scythe is for the cheating guys. Yeah, you're going to give up the home and you're going to be paying a lot of alimony because people have been talking. Oh, jeez, you're in so much trouble. I like this guy better. He's going to have a new relationship, buy a new house, maybe build a new house. I actually see somebody building a house in a forested area. It's really pretty. Laurel, are we going to stop with this guy? Your mask has slipped. She said this is for the one who is actually cheating with two different women and lying to all three of them. Okay. Can we stop talking about him now? Over here. Temperance. You need to strike an emotional balance because you have been emotionally imbalanced for some time now. She said, this is all they get? Okay. Oh, they get this and they get this. The guys who have not been wallowing in self-flagellation over the loss of a relationship, pardon me, the guys who have not cheated and are about to become single, there are some of you, and you are moving forward with your future. There is a woman in your future. If you already have one, you're going to be moving in together and building a house together. And it's important to balance your emotions. Don't overwhelm her, she says. Oh, stay grounded. All the cards just flew out of my hand. Gonna have to go down and get these. Yeah, these are way too many. This is an entire reading all by itself. Okay, stay balanced. Don't overwhelm her with your exuberance, says Laurel. Scorpio men can be a tad overbearing when they make up their mind, and they want what they want when they want it. She says, temper your enthusiasm. For some of you, she's rather timid, and she is falling in love with you, but do not overwhelm her with too much too soon. Plan your work and work your plan. For others of you, that card has to do with the paperwork that you're going to need to get that loan. There may be some delays in it. Do not freak out. This is the Hangman. He's not in any danger. I don't know if you can see this. He's only hanging by his ankle. The rest of him is quite chill. There are delays. Once again, 5 planets are in retrograde. By the end of August, things will smooth out and start to move forward again, she says. So if your loan is delayed or the paperwork is lost and somebody wrote it wrong or they couldn't find something, be calm. It's just the retrograde planets and everybody's screwing up. This is the Page of Wands. This is the news that you're waiting for about a new beginning, a new start. She said 1 or 2 of you want that for the loan for a new business. She said it's forthcoming. You need to remain calm. Do not tie yourself up in knots. You haven't done something stupid or wrong. It's going to be fine. Don't make yourself emotionally crazy about it. Don't stress yourself. You'll notice this 8 is, they're really, the swords are not endangering her. Did you even see that? Who the hell knows? Oh my God, there it is. She can walk away from that anytime. So don't obsess. This might come as a shock to you, but we Scorpios tend to obsess and analyze. You know, Virgos analyze things. They're very clinical in their analyzing. Ours is surgical. We take it down to the last molecule. Do not overanalyze and obsess what is wrong and making up problems where there aren't any. It's simply a matter of what is going on in the world today. That's what the delay is. It's going to be fine. Stay balanced. Again, balanced. You got the Temperance card here. Balance. It's okay. Just stay calm. The last 2 cards down are the Queen of Swords and the 9 of Cups. And that 9 of Cups is the Wish card. She says for some of you, the wish that is fulfilled is that you get your loan. The girl takes the ring. Your father's happy because you're settling down. She said, And for the cheaters, you still have a suit on your back. Okay. For some of you, the Queen of Swords facilitates. She makes these things happen. She could actually be the banker who signs the loan agent, whatever they call those loan people. I don't know what it's called because I don't get those things. I don't have the money. I don't buy it. She is the magician. She has all the tools. So whether or not it's the friend, that woman up there, that is your advisor, your counselor, she will help you get through this and get what you want. She may actually introduce you to someone. She may be the someone you're looking for a few of you. She could be the loan agent to help you get your loan. It's all good. I mean, really, the Queen of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and the Magician as your final outcome. Whatever you had to go through to get here, it was worth it. This is the Strength card. True strength is in gentleness. You catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. This woman calms the lion with her kindness and with her gentleness. Do not keep calling up the bank or the loan person and yelling. We love to yell. Yell in the house, yell before you pick up the phone, get it out of your system, and then pick up the phone and speak nicely. Don't screw it up. There are quite a few scenarios on here for a new woman in your life. Doesn't say much for those who are dating someone and feel that they're falling in love with them, except here, that's going well. You're not in trouble. Don't worry. You're just fine. There's nothing exciting happening, so you didn't get many cards, says she. Those who are about to be single, you're getting what you deserve. Okay, that's all we got. I'm going to stop there before she starts complaining about the cheaters again. And if you don't want to end up on Laurel's shit list, don't cheat. That's my advice to Scorpio men.